I think in general, Sprocket is just the place to be. This is where everyone wants to come and see what is the coolest, latest, newest thing that I can use as a broadcaster.
Sprocket is an alliance of leading media and entertainment companies, along with startups who are collaborating in a year-long program to bring new products, services, and revenue models to market. The corporates and the startups are on equal level here because they both have something the other wants and needs. It's the beginning of the third year. We started out with 10 companies, and now we've had 5 dozen go through the program, and these guys are just crushing it. I mean, we've had companies have major partnerships with a lot of the guys back here. They've raised tens and tens of millions of dollars. We had one startup just raised $28 million. We've had a number of them already exit and sell to companies like Twitter and Graham Media and a whole bunch of others.
Day one, morning one of the event, it's been fantastic. We've already had a number of companies reach out to us to express, further discussions prior to any of this, and none of that would have happened without Sprocket.
We got here 2 days ago, already closed the deal with, in our first meeting.
This year, we've already had over 136 requests for meetings. So, it's a very effective program.
It's been pretty amazing because I had a couple of guys just tell me just within the first hour to 2 hours yesterday, they said, guys, if I don't do any more business the rest of the show, I'm done. This far exceeded everything I wanted to do. And I got another 3.5 days and you got 3 full meetings of Sync to go. Ridiculous.
Really, it's a coming out party for us. This is our coming out party, and NAB is the biggest show, as big as it gets. So Sprocket has been phenomenal.
It's been a phenomenal experience, I have to tell you, from doing the event in LA, transitioning into this, the community feeling here, and the support we're getting from Sprocket has been phenomenal. And just look at this pod here; it's a lot of excitement right by the front door. Traffic early in the morning; it's been great.
The startup is amazing because their biggest challenge is to get above all the noise in the industry. There's so many companies doing so many things, you can't get recognized and get above the noise. So what Sprocket does is it introduces you to the players in the industry, you're above the noise, and then you get this amazing show where you get spotlighted to the industry, and then you have 3 private meetings a year in the media, entertainment, and tech hubs of the world. So New York, LA, Silicon Valley, and they spend 10, 12 hours a day with the decision makers from these companies. This year we're kicking off at Google, and so we'll be at their major complex, and they're going to bring in their team about how do you partner with Google, how do you do business with them.
It's been very valuable, and we're really excited about the Sync events, right? So we got to participate in an early Sync event in January in Los Angeles. We know that there's continuing opportunities to engage with the corporate sponsors throughout the year.
It was great. That Sync event was amazing because I sat just right next to a couple of executives that we're now working with, and those are customers now. It's rare to have those conversations, those long conversations over a period of a day. You get to know those people not just from a transactional standpoint, but from a personal level. By the end, everyone's joking around with each other, having a good time.
We don't have as much resources tied up in innovation or research and development as we used to. So I think I see this as an ecosystem play whereby the startup community can really drive that innovation, and then we can leverage it once it's sort of mature technology.
We have really busy schedules, and what Sprocket helps us do is to really help filter out what kind of startups that we might be interested in. Every year they spend some time basically understanding what our business priorities are, what solutions that we need, and this is a great way for us to sort of gather in one place and learn a little bit more about what each of these startups do.
The beautiful thing about Sprocket is that vetting has really been done already. So when we get contacted by a company that's in the Sprocket program, we know it's going to be worth our while to schedule a meeting and get to know what they're doing.
There was a company here last year that we actually signed an agreement with soon after for a product that we use every single day in our newscasts now.
We're very excited to be partners and sponsors of Sprocket. We're looking to invest in companies, so we're looking at some pretty interesting opportunities here. Also, we have a partnerships team and acquisitions, so there are also opportunities for those.
Of course, that I want to see the startups really getting something from Google that can help them to develop more.
Oh, Sprocket's been great. I mean, this is my 3rd year coming and visiting the companies. Last year, I think our company's using nearly a half a dozen Sprocket companies across our enterprise. And frankly, I think the group this year looks even stronger than last.
So the energy is extraordinarily high, and everybody's enjoying it. Because frankly, to do business, one of the things that's powerful about this, you have to build personal relationships. Anything in life is built on personal relationship and trust. You don't get that with 100,000 people. You get that by sitting in the room with people and building personal relations. And we have dinners, and we have drinks together, and people become friends. They start trusting one another.
That's what Sprocket can do. They can create those opportunities for you from a networking perspective, from a partnering perspective, from a funding perspective. So everything that a small startup is looking for.